Hey guys, this is Darshan Lokhande. I am a pre-final year BTech CSE student at IIIT Pune. Welcome to our channel Learn Competitive Programming with CodeChef. If you are interested in competitive programming and want to learn data structures and algorithms, this is the one-stop destination for you. We post weekly problem explanations and concept videos. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel by hitting that subscribe button and also the bell icon. The problem that we are going to discuss today is Nobel Prize. The problem appeared in March 2021 starters and has a difficulty level of cakewalk. There are no prerequisites to solve this problem, meaning that even a beginner can easily solve this problem. The problem statement goes as follows. The Nobel Committee is going to award the Nobel Prize to the researcher whose research will be different from others. That is, no other researcher is working on the same topic. So, and it is also given that if there are multiple such cases, then the people will share the prize. It can also happen that no one wins. Okay. So, given all this information, we are also given the information about the candidates that are contesting for the Nobel, that is, or are considered for the Nobel. So, there are a total of n researchers whose research spans over m broad topics, and all this data is given to us in form of an array A. So we also have an array A that tells us that which researcher is working on which topic currently. For example, in this sample test case, there are four researchers over here. There are four researchers and there are four topics. The first researcher is working on topic number 1, the second on topic number 2, and so on. Now we have to find that whether chef can master any topic instantly and win a Nobel Prize for himself. Like for example, in this test case 1, you can see that all the topics are already chosen. That is topic number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chef cannot uniquely choose a topic such that no one else is doing so. So he cannot win a Nobel in this case. So the answer here would be no, that he cannot win a Nobel. But in this sample test case 2, you can see that the research spans over only three topics, that is topic number 1, topic number 2 and topic number 4. So and there are total four topics, right? That is 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 4 are already taken. So chef can choose this topic number 3 uniquely and master it so that he wins the Nobel. Because if he chooses this topic number 3, no one else is working on the same topic. Hence, he can win the Nobel. So in this case, the answer would be yes. So basically that is the question. We would be given multiple test cases and each containing the data n, m and the array A. We just have to tell whether chef can master a new topic and win the Nobel Prize. So now that we have seen the problem statement, let's quickly see how to approach the solution. So the solution approach is pretty simple. Let's consider the same two test cases as our reference. So in the first test case, I have four people and four topics. So what I can do is I can create a Boolean array of size 4 because there are four topics with me. So I'll create a Boolean array of size 4 and mark the topic or mark the index as true if the topic is chosen. For example, as we can see, the topic number 1, 2, 3 and 4 all are already being researched by some people. So this will be true, true, true and true. That is, this corresponds to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now chef has to just see that if any of the topic corresponds to the Boolean value false, then he can choose that topic and master it so that he can win the Nobel. So in this case, because all of them are true, the answer would definitely be no. Similarly, for this second test case, that is test case 2, I'll again have a Boolean array with me, the size of which would be m because there are m topics. So again, there are four topics corresponding to topic number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and out of these, only which one are being researched currently? Topic number 1, 2 and 4. So here there would be true, true and true, and this would remain false because by default I have marked all of them as false. So after marking the topics number 1, 2 and 4 as true, we, we just have to check whether any one of them is false. If any one of them is false, which in this case is true, because here you can see that chef can easily pick topic number 3, master it so that he can win the Nobel Prize. So our strategy is very simple. Just maintain a Boolean array or integer array with 0, 1 as the integers, preferably Boolean array in C++ because there are only two states, that is true or false. And if the topic is already picked by someone, you just mark it as true. And after that, just iterate the whole Boolean array and just check if any one of them is false, the answer is going to be yes. Or else, in the only case where the answer is no, is that if all of them are true. As you can see here, because all the topics were already picked, chef can no way pick a unique topic. So that's it. That's pretty much for the solution. So now let's quickly see how to implement the same in C++. So to begin with our C++ implementation, we start by taking the input for number of test cases. Now for each test case, we first have the input for n and m, that is respectively the number of researchers and the number of topics that they have to choose from, or the list of broad topics. So I take the input for same, so C in n and then m. So now that I have the input for n and m, I create my Boolean array. So the Boolean array, let's create a vector for the same. So it will be a vector bool, and it's let's name it as uh, taken. Okay, so if the Boolean value is true, it means that the topic is already taken, and the size of it will be m because there are only m topics, and initially I want all of them to be marked as false, that is none of the topic is taken. Now for all the n researchers, what I do is that I take what topic they are researching on. So LL topic, C in topic, and I have to do topic minus minus because the data that I am getting as in input is actually 1 based indexing, but my vector is actually 0 based index. So I just do a topic minus minus and I just mark it as true. That is, this particular topic is taken. So topic of taken is equals to true, and that's it. When this loop ends, I know that what all topics are taken already by the researchers. Now chef has to see whether there is a topic which is not taken by someone. So for that I have a Boolean variable, uh, let's say uh, possible, and initially I am assuming that the answer is not possible, so I am giving the initial value as false. So I am assuming that chef cannot win a Nobel, but now we will check whether it is possible to win a Nobel. How to do that? Now what I have to do is I have to iterate in the taken array. So I is equals to 0, I less than m, I plus plus. If the topic is not taken, that is not taken of I, then pos equals to true. That is, chef can win a Nobel. And that's it. If there is even one topic which is not chosen by anyone, I can win the Nobel or chef can win the Nobel. So I just mark pos is equals to true. And at the end, I just have to check that if pos C out yes, that is he can win a Nobel, else he cannot win a Nobel. That's it. And that completes our C++ code. So the implementation was pretty easy. Only thing is that we have to mark the topics and then check whether any one of the topics is not taken. If it is not taken, then chef can easily win a Nobel. Now we have completed with the implementation. I would like to tell you guys about the competitive programming tutorials or the educational content that we are creating here at CodeChef. You can find most of it under this practice and learn section under CP tutorials. There are topics like backtracking, linked list, number theory, basically everything that is to cover in competitive programming. You will find it that our educators are teaching it, and most of it is for free. So you can go to this link and redirect from here to Unacademy, where all these free courses are available. Also, if you want even more structured content, you can opt for our Unacademy Plus subscription. But while doing so, don't forget to use my referral code DarshanKool25 to avail instant 10% discount.